We're joined by head coach Marty Favret of the Hampden-Sydney College Tigers football team. And, Coach, talk to us a little bit about leading in from last year into this year. Not the record you expected to have or wanted to have last year, but coming in to this season, you got some guys, some young guys that got some experience last year to maybe have you ready for this season.
Well, you know, I think one thing I've told my team is when you've had success like we've had, I think sometimes you can get complacent. And you know, winning 7, 8, 9 games is just not automatically going to happen. So, you know, this happened to us in 06. It was a good punch in the gut to have a losing record. I think we responded well the next, decade. But we had to work harder, and we did. We had a good off season. Our coaches had to work harder recruiting. And the reality is we started out 0-4, and then we played pretty good football down the stretch. We were 3-3 down the stretch, but, it wasn't good enough. So we're excited. It's a clean slate right now, and let's go.
What do you think was key to that turnaround that you just mentioned from 0-4 to playing some good football down the stretch there? And do you think your guys can bring some of that momentum into this season?
Well, we had to get a win, and we beat Guilford at home when they were undefeated, and I think our kids started to believe it. And, when you lose your starting quarterback in the first game, it took Alec some time to settle in. It took our offensive line some time. I thought we were competitive with the exception of the W&L game. We're down 1 at half against Macon. So we got good kids, and we got a good staff, and we just had to wake up a little bit.
Let's talk about the offensive side of the ball real quick. You mentioned that you had a quarterback that you had to break in maybe a little bit sooner than you wanted to, but still he started to show the talent you expected him to show by the end of the season. What do you see from your quarterback this year, but then the rest of the positions there on your offensive side of the ball?
Well, Alec, threw for 2,500 yards or in that range. He showed he can be an ODAC quarterback. We need to help him. We need to run the ball a little more consistently. But he's a bright kid. He reminds me a lot of Corey Sedler. He's tough in the pocket. He's got those intangibles that you're looking for. Offensively, we got Cam Johnson coming back. Seems like he's been with us forever. He's in his 5th year. He's been a first-team all-league guy. Major Morgan was a freshman for us last year, really stepped up. So we got 2 bookends out wide, both over 6'3", both can jump. They're going to present some matchup problems for people. Carter Cunningham comes back. He was our sort of, utility guy. We use him in the Wildcat. He got hurt in the Emory game. So he comes back for a 5th year, and he might be our most talented offensive player, can do a little bit of everything. Pat Klein's a seasoned veteran at tight end. So our skill spots look good. We got Mike DeMasi back at running back. Need him to stay healthy. He reminds me of Kirk Rowley. I think he can be that kind of guy, 1,000-yard rusher, good pass receiver, doesn't put the ball on the ground too much. And then our offensive line, we're going to be as big as we've ever been. We just need to grow up a little bit. We got some young kids that are going to have to play, and we like how it kind of all comes together. We just, like a lot of guys, we might have to be playing some freshmen sooner than we want. But I think we got a chance to be one of those real good offenses like we've had in the past.
The best Hampden-Sydney teams you've had in the past have had that good offense that you mentioned, but also had pretty good defense. Talk a little bit about what you see from your guys on that side of the ball this year.
Well, JJ, that was a disaster last year. We didn't play well at all. The old joke, the good news is we got everyone back. The bad news is we got everyone back. The big thing for us is Ben Carson, who was a preseason All-American, got hurt in training camp. He's another 5th-year guy coming back, and he's a difference maker. You just go back to our game against Macon 2 years ago. I think he had 6 tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So we need him to be healthy, and we just need our guys to calm down a little bit. We showed some youth when it mattered in big games, gave up way too many big plays, and we got to stop people from running the ball on us. So, we've worked hard on that. We've changed some things defensively, and hopefully it'll pay some dividends.
And we finished up by taking a look at the league. A little bit of a different look this year. Catholic moved away from the league, decided to go to the new MAC, so we're down to 7 members this year. But next year we'll be right back up to 8 with Ferrum coming in. Talk a little bit about what you see from the league this year, and then what the addition of Ferrum does for 2018.
Well, I've been used to the 7-team format because we had it for many years. It puts a premium on, you got, like I always say, you got to win at home. And this is probably the first year when I've done my picks with you. I had no idea. I'm thinking, this team on paper, I think it's about as wide open as ever. Catholic being, leaving, of course, that's my alma mater, and I hate to see them heading up north into that conference. But Rob and what they're doing at Ferrum, I think it's an exciting fit. And we've played them a little bit over the years. I think they fit in well. It's another real well-coached team, and I think it's exciting for the league and probably helps a little bit on travel. So, we'll focus on this year, worry about Ferrum later. We're actually going to practice against them next week, which will be good for us and trying to get ready for Averett and seeing a little bit of speed and all that.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today, and good luck this season.
Thanks, JJ. Year number 18, we're looking forward to it.